They say that bad luck runs in threes, and this was the start. A young man in his early 20s from Newton, Kansas, was ready to make the headlines in an 83-point bull ride and on his bid for $10,000 at Rushmore Plaza in Rapid City, South Dakota. About the time the whistle was ready to blow, the bull knew that he had one more opportunity to get even, and that's just exactly what he did. Crunch time, we call it. With a horn to the jaw, knocked him out cold, tied to the inside. Our pro bullfighters did the best they could to try to save his life. This bull got on him like ugly on an ape and waltzed clear across Texas. Down that he goes. Then comes C.L. Johnson, Dupree, South Dakota. At this point, he was hung up and in trouble. The bull cow kicks him, turns him loose, and slams him unconsciously into the bottom of the bull chutes. The third charm of the night, and 3 times unlucky, Dax Lackey, the 23-year-old graduate from Bernie, Texas, is on his way to a $10,000 win. Then comes the accident. The bull drives a hind leg into the chest, driving the life right out of him. Hey, hang on, everybody. It's bull riding crunch time, now on Prime across the world. It's the Wrangler Bull Riders Only Series. Brought to you by Original Coors Beer. And by Roper Apparel, the greatest looking shirts you'll ever wear. Howdy, everybody. Bob Tallman welcoming you to Casper, Wyoming, the event center, and we're ready. Now, I was serious what I said a minute ago. I don't want any more of that, what we just had in Rapid City. 2 of the men that make that happen, and I don't mean I'm holding them personally responsible, but Dennis Humphrey, Shaw Sullivan. Tonight, gentlemen, I'd like to see us leave here with 30 guys walking out the same way they walked in on their own power. You're the bull doctor. You set the pins. You get the bulls. You make them work. But the bulls tonight are just as bad as they've been anyplace else. Can we get by them, Dennis? Please, can we get by them?
Yeah, Bob, I really hope we do away with the injuries tonight. However, we've got the Bulls 12-0 record on Dogface, 8-0 record on Farmington. They're coming in here. Several Bulls been ridden one time in BRO competition. How do you bet against the Bulls? We hope we don't muck the Cowboys out. However, bull run's a tough game. There's no way around it.
Put a smile on your face and mean it. I'm serious. Shaw, we've got to do something about helping these guys. You've got the right karma. You've got the aroma to make it better. You've got to do something. You're the CEO. If you can't, I can't. We're in trouble.
We did everything we needed to. We came right here, Wyoming. We're in the Cowboy State now, and Casper, Wyoming's in the heart of the Cowboy State, and there ain't any way we're going to muck out any Cowboys tonight. All of the aura and the karma is in the Cowboys' favors here. What's more is they're going to ride a lot of bulls here, too. They're going to ride a lot in the first round. They're going to ride a lot in the second round, and if they hiccup, Dogface, Farmington, have any stubborn in their toes.
That's enough.
They're going to ride them.
That's enough.
They're going to twist them.
I don't want to hear anymore. I don't want to hear anymore. Let's go to the highlights. When I talk about Dax Lackey, here's a wonderful young man. But you talk about take a whipping. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Salty Dog. This bull can buck. And this kid can ride. What you're seeing is the end result. First, hits him with the nose, knocks him out. Then comes around with the hind foot. Lloyd Ketchum tried to make it work, but that's the way it was. Now, let's talk about something good. Phoenix, Arizona, Johnny Chavez left with an 84. Ogden, Utah, Clint Bronger had an 87. Down in Southern California, J.C. Sanders from Utah was 86. Then at the Cow Palace, Terry Don West from Oklahoma zaps him with a 90. Denver, Colorado, we did it with J.C. Woodard. 77, the lowest score ever to win 10,000. And Rapid City, Dax Lackey did take a 90 and took the big money. But Johnny Chavez still in the lead with 16,350. Terry Don West, the Okies, running second. The Texan Dax Lackey is third. J.C. Sanders is fourth. And J.C. Woodard is in the fifth place money. If you like it, stay with us. This is Wranglers Bull Riders Only, the only way we like to do it tonight without crunch time, I hope. Welcome back, everybody. Bob Tallman here, and I want to talk about the first round highlights in Casper, Wyoming. We are in the event center, and the first pen of bulls that Dennis Humphrey put together did everything they could to get rid of these boys. 8 men qualified, just what we needed. This is Justin Blankenship showing you what a 90-point, well, no, a 90-point attempt turned out to be a 79-point ride. He gets a check and a hero run from the crowd. Shane Thurston had a bull that pulled everything but a knife on him. It was a robbery, and Shane leaves with the cash to the bank. There it is at 79 again. This time, Kirk Wakefield, a 26-year-old from High River, Alberta, and El Wapo from Sunny Riley. El Wap everything but the paycheck at 82 points. Now, let's talk about a qualification. Justin Blankenship comes back in the second round to draw Rewind, numbered 70. Cody Hart, the Curly Wolf. Josh O'Brien is tickled pink with the bear. Eric Oliver says, I don't know the tiger, but I'll wrestle with him. Shane Thurston is just happy to be here. Sonny Riley's Bear Swahila will give him a chance. Kirk Wakefield says, the Weed Ear, turn him on electric. I'm ready to ride number 2. Jed Ward and Flacco, Mark Ward, and Redhead. That's the way it is. Those are the qualifiers. From a seated position, Johnny Chavez and an injured Mark comes in with Sweet Pea. The Battle Axe going to take a run at West Sear from Canada. Myron Duarte, hotter than a pistol right now with a high-dollar bull under him. Jersey Joe's going to go to swinging with Quentin Lowry from Canada. Grey Gould's from Chelan, Washington. Got a little gamble in him tonight. That's what he's going to ride. Snuffy says, I'll take a $10,000 winner on Bull Riders Only from J.C. Sanders. Tony Stoddard, hotter than a pistol, the $1 million kid with Chucker. There's a bull to watch. Terry Don West, nobody rides like Terry Don. E. coli. I hope it's not a disease. J.C. Woodard and Jimmy Young, good luck, boys. You're in the top of the pack. When I say who's going to be the lifesavers, couldn't be any better. A pair of Texans. On the left, it's Sparks, and I mean hot ones. On the right, it's a Bumblebee with Chapman. What great guys. Ladies and gentlemen, somebody's going to make the marks and maybe in the 90s tonight. Ronnie Howard on the left, Tom Peterson on the right. I wouldn't buy a used car from either one of them. I'm not talking about used car. I'm talking about riding bulls at Bull Riders Only. Yes, I'm excited, and yes, you should be too. We're going to come back and take a run at that $10,000 in Casper with Wrangler on Prime, and you better be with me. Welcome back, everybody. I'm ready to rock and roll. Shaw, I know you are. Dennis, I know that your hammer is cocked. I'm talking about a $10,000 win, and tonight we have gone through the first round. We've had some great highlights. A pair of 79s and an 82 for Kirk Wakefield. He might be the man to pick tonight. Welcome to Casper. A sold-out crowd. Everybody in here is hammered. Justin McKee has got it in his hand, and I know that your bulls are ready to go with it. Gentlemen, Jed Ward is here with M3 Wacko, the Sankey Rodeo Company. What a great way to start it up.
Yeah, this one made some real short work in his run last week at Rapids. Jed's been riding real well. I think he's going to twist him right here. Hopefully he's going to make that short round.
Don't think, let's do it. Be positive, John.
Well, this bull right here, he's a hard one to ride. Jed, he's riding good, but
Jed ain't riding that good, evidently, is he?
not going to make it today.
Something looked like he reached down like he might have thought he was in trouble. We're going to put a Jed in the dirt at the end of the third jump. Something just didn't work. I don't like to start it off that way, but that's history. Out of the apple country of Chelan, Washington comes a former Bull Riders Only $10,000 winner from the Northwest. This is Grey Gould. Double X, the gambler, from Mike Sankey. Now, here's a man that when he's hot, he can't throw him off. When he's cold, he can't ride a stickle.
Yeah, and he's been hurt lately, too. If he'll come back. Not 100% sharp tonight. That bull going away from his hand, being as strong as he is. Greg just never got where he needed to be.
Well, I want to tell you something. This kid's got a pen of bulls at home, and I mean a field full of them. His rodeo career could go on for a long time, so it's not over for him in the industry. Greg, I'm sorry. Good night, Irene. A 40-acre rancher that originally came from Hawaii, now lives in Dayton, Colorado, is Myron Duarte. He has done it all from the high school days into college, now the ranks of the pros with pro. But he just bought a new house and a 40-acre ranch, and he could use the money, boys. Let's see what we can do for it.
Yeah, this is the bull that got west there at Rapid City. Myron had a bad case of the round butt there, too. And he hasn't got over it in the last couple of weeks.
We're not going to make a house payment with that. I don't think he had his hammer cocked. His zeros were not in a line right there. That looked too easy, Dennis. Way too easy.
Yeah, what this bull does, see, he doesn't kick a lot, and he's kind of sluggish there. Being away from his hand the way he's headed with Myron, it just tends to work him, and never keeps him from getting up on his legs over the front of that bull. Never really had a chance when he went around there.
Well, he told me earlier that he took last Sunday off. He said, I'm going to relax for a couple of weeks, and that is not what he needed to do. He better be entering a lot of bull ridings and getting to them. Okay, boys, let's talk about our young hero, Tony Stoddard. Anything you want to say is okay with me. I just want to get him rolling.
Well, you know, Tony's one of those kids who's just got a great attitude. He's been riding real good. You know, he finished second at Rapid City the other day. He finished second last year in Denton, Texas. He's been always the bridesmaid, never the bride. He thinks he's due. He definitely rides good fun. We'll see if he can get it done here tonight.
He's 3 for 7. We need it to be 4 for 8. He needs a third round shot at it. His is going to work. He's going to work. It's going to make it work. He's there. No problem with it. We are in business, gentlemen. We are in business.
Boy, he had his hands full of that bull, too. That bull wasn't really staying too hitched in there.
I'll tell you what, in 1992, that bull came out of my home country to be the third voted rankest bull at the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. 4 times has been the circuit champion bull in the Northwest, from Frank Beard now to Ike Sankey. The big bull they call Chucker, named after Charlie Daly from Heppner, Oregon. That bull is a dandy, and he's 10 years old. Look at this, points, Dennis.
Yeah, that was just a great bull ride. Tony kept riding and riding, really moving towards the front. The only way he was going to ride that big, strong bull going away from his hand.
Well,
Tremendous bull ride.
he's walking fastest right now, and he ought to be real happy. Ben Colvin stole that bull someplace out of southern Nevada off of them big desert ranches, and old Chucker made his move in Casper.
He looked over there and declared to us, the boy is hot.
Okay, now he rode a white bull called El Guapo the first time. We got a yellow Charolais cross underneath him this time in the Coors Chute down here. Kirk Wakefield from High River, Alberta, 26 years old. He said, Bob, tell him I'm 19. With no teeth in the upper half in the front of his face. He's lived every place in the United States and Canada. The Weed Eater from Ike Sankey could give him a test.
Yeah, but this is a drastic welcome change from the bull he had in the first round.
Oh, yeah.
Nice full bike comparison.
Sit up and ride. You've got to ride 3 of them. I told him to ride every one of the next ones for 10 seconds. When the whistle blows, stay a little longer. He just barely made it.
Yeah, he did barely make it. That bull wasn't near the nice spinner that he was with Terry Dawn in Rapid City either.
No.
He looked like a maybe a semi-weakened version of 11 El Guapo, but you know, Wakefield rode El Guapo undefeated in a bull with a lot of junk in him. Got to have confidence running at a high level. He's got to be happy he's gotten away to riding 2 very hard to ride animals.
Very well put, Sean. You'd know how to experience that yourself. Put him in the number 2 spot with an 81 score, 87 to the lead, 81 now. Kirk Wakefield and the Canadians are still making their bid. It's not over yet, gentlemen. Behind the sign of Bull Riders Only, let's go to J.C. Sanders. A second-generation kid that comes out of the state of Utah. He showed us what he could do once already. Now, I don't know if they poured any Ezra Brooks on this bull or not. They say that firewater will make him just jump and kick a little bit better. I don't think so. You just watch him ride. Come on, kid, do your thing.
This could be really nice for a young kid, young bull, in his hand.
Yes!
Riding curve. He's going to ride him all day long. He wants to win that $1 million Triple Crown. He's keep riding.
Well, the Triple Crown that Dennis is talking about is $1 million. He's already won the first leg of it. He's got to come to Salt Lake in his home country and do it again. Then go with us to Greensboro, North Carolina. If he does it 3 times in a row, 3rd time's a charm for $1 million. What else can we do? It's going to get bigger in 96. You think you like what we're talking about in 95. Now, what are you going to do with that, boys? What are you going to do with that? Put him in with an 82, number 2 spot. We're going to be back with more Bull Riders Only in a minute. We're just getting warmed up. If you think we're burning you, get out of the kitchen. It ain't hot yet. Welcome back, everybody. I want you to join me in Tucson, Arizona on the 10th of June. It's going to be a great day, a wonderful evening at Tucson Convention Center. Give us a call at 800-638-4253 or 1-520-791-4266. When we go to Phoenix, we sell it out. It's going to happen again. Here we go. Let's ride the ball with Wes Sear. Here it is from there. Alberta, the big Canadian is in trouble. Can he make it?
I don't believe he made it. Another one of those bulls away from his hand, wore him down. He rode, but he just weakened a little bit too soon.
Uncle Wesley, the battle axe got him. What happened, Putnam?
Well, you know, that bull bucks off a lot of guys. He bucks off 85% of the guys that get on him. So, you know, a lot of guys get trouble. But, you know, he's out over that right edge, and he just never seems to get all the way over there. And as Dennis said, just kind of wore him down. As you see, the left arm gets a little bit further back each jump into that spin, and then pretty soon it gets too far back again. The hips get to the outside of the spin, and the ground comes to meet you.
No recoil from the buckle up. The upper body gets elongated out, and you can't make your comeback. I want to talk about Johnny Chavez for a minute behind the Wrangler sign, getting down with Sweet Pea. This is 8 from the Edgar Wilson Rodeo Company. A moment ago, I started to talk about coming to Tucson. Phoenix, we had a sellout. We've had to have problems. It's a good problem. 7 sellouts in a row, including tonight in Casper. So if you're thinking of coming to Tucson and any other our events, please get your tickets in advance. That's not a hype, it's a fact, and I don't mind giving it to you. Johnny Chavez. Let's go for the man from Bosque, New Mexico in Sweet Pea.
A couple of things with Johnny Chavez here. First of all, his right hand is right arm is broke. So what he's doing here is he's trying to make sure that he's still in the qualifying for the $30,000 bonus that you have for the Triple Crown. He has to participate in several of the events. And we've seen this happen with Denny Flynn at the National Finals Rodeo. In order to be in the average there, you got to get on all 10 head. Well, you got to get on in this event just to do it. So his riding arm's broke. I think he did a smart thing right there because he's in the hunt for the 30 grand.
I'm sorry that the rules say that he has to do that, but we got to live with a few of them. And Johnny Chavez, I just want you to get healed up. Blew the bicep right off of his arm the other night at Rapid City. Ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't a pretty sight. So what he did is he took a bye the hard way, but that's the cowboy up way at Bull Riders Only. We are proud of our product, of what we have done. We started a new session to become one of America's hottest new sports. We're the leaders in the business. I'm not patting us on the back. I'm just telling you the way it is, and we're proud to be out there bringing these guys to you every week on Prime. Eric Oliver. Let's talk about a little tiger, number 52 from Edgar Wilson. This kid's got his hands full, Dennis.
Yeah, here's a bull that won the last 2 years Salt Lake events on. He's been downgraded to a second rounder, but he really performed in the second round tonight.
Mr. Oliver, you better go home and write your poetry because this is not your event tonight. Let's look at it one more time. Get set him up, Dennis.
Yeah, this bull kind of got an uneven timing. You see there, just jerked the rope out of his hand. By that uneven timing, walks on his front end a little bit, just really makes him uneven. Reared him back there, and out he went.
Well, there's a lot of facts that can contribute to riding them and as well as getting bucked off in the second jump. But when you want to be light with it, let's try it with Featherlight. Featherlight Trailers, the greatest in the world, brings us the fact that Wilson Rodeo's Farmington is 8-0 on his pro career. Farmington, along with 5 of the bulls, were selected to appear on Coors beer cans. Another pro first. Just mentioned we're the leaders in the business. It's great to be first at everything that you can ever be involved in life, but Jimmy Young wants to be first in this round. What he really wants to do is be first in the next round. That's the $10,000 check. He's been close to it before. He's won about $3,000 or $4,000 this year, starting at the Cow Palace. Murphy's Law. Now, I don't know if you want to flip the switch on this. I was wrong. $4,300. Here comes the Cowboys of Blackwood, Idaho. 417 from the Flying Five.
This is a definite handful, kind of a semi-eliminator. Johnny Chavez with 88 points on him in the second round at Long Beach. Only time he's been ridden. Jimmy didn't fare with him too well at all tonight.
Well, this bull's pretty small for his body size. The kid stands 6'6".
Well, we only got 3 roads so far, and the bulls seem to be kind of dominating right here so far in the beginning. And as Dennis said, that bull right there is a handful, an eliminator, and not too many guys are going to get by him no matter what they do.
Well, gentlemen, I don't want to spread disease any place, and Oklahoma's got its share of problems right now, but this Okie's going to come in here tonight with a coli underneath him, not on him or in him, and try to make his bid for another $10,000. We've got him so close to a $100,000 win in the Bull Riders Only Wrangler Series right now that, I mean, this is sickening. And the man has a story that is worth telling if you got 3 hours to watch the interview. But Terry Don West tried this bull, give him a check in this round. Somebody's going to kiss him besides Michelle for a $100,000 win. Let's let it happen to Casper tonight. What about Cole?
Yeah, Terry Don definitely has a handful. This bull did everything but pull a knife from Sean McRubb the last time we saw him. Terry Don to ride this bull is sure not out of his reach. However, it's not going to be an easy way to that 100 range.
Shaw, why doesn't he tie his glove on like everybody else? He's riding loose wristed.
Well, you know, this is a guy who doesn't really see it as necessary. You know, just kind of wasted effort here. A lot of guys tie the glove on. They feel like, especially if they get in danger, get hung up or something like that, get the hand out there. They want that glove tight to the wrist so they can jerk it out of it. A lot of people feel like Terry Don, and some of the bullfighters say that Terry Don maybe gets a little bit of bind in there. And that may be the case, but Terry Don don't seem to worry about it one way or the other, and he says it doesn't really bother him.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks, when you have to look at what we yet have to do, Terry Don just got to ride 1 bull tonight and 1 in the 3rd round. Tucson, Tacoma, San Francisco, Salt Lake, Anaheim, St. Paul, Minnesota, and Wichita, Kansas. Then we're going to get serious and come back to Denver for the finals. Give us a call at 800-536-BULL. That's 2855. Terry Don. There's my $100,000 man. It's going to happen. Not my prediction. It's in the making. Lord, let it happen. TD West. Oklahoma. Snap camera beneath him.
Terry's got it. He's going to ride it all day long here.
Yes, he owns him. Like a monkey on a football. His toes are turned in. His birds are turned out. He can ride any way he wants to. Humped up like that.
Well, I was talking to Terry Don West just before this event. Terry Don was telling me that he wasn't satisfied with his ride percentage. Generally, he likes to keep it up there in that 90% range, and lately it's been around 75 to 80%. He's not happy with it, so he's out to change that.
This will help it. It'll help it. It's not going to pull him up to an 83 from a 78 where he's at right now, but 83 points is going to look good. Take to the lead in this round. No, it isn't. I'm going to stand corrected on that. I've got an 87. 83, 82, 81 of the top 4 rides. Terry Don West is in the money, though, Dennis.
Yeah, and if that 83 holds for second, that is going to put him over the $100,000 mark.
Well, just stay with my prediction, son. I have never lied to you yet. Here it is. Take a good look at it. Tony started in the lead. The happy young man with an 87. 83 for Terry Don, the Oklahoman running second. J.C. Sanders from Utah at an 82. You know, folks, we got a lot of friends in Casper, but Corral West is one of our biggest and best and oldest friends. Is a proud sponsor of the Wrangler Bull Riders Only Series. Corral West is located right downtown Casper in the beautiful part of the city on East 2nd. They're offering trusted names like Wrangler, Roper, Justin, Tony Lama, many, many more. The next time you're in town, do what we do. Stop down, say hello to them, tell them Bull Riders Only sent you. All weeknights, they're open till 6 o'clock. Great people with great products and great prices. Corral West. Now, all right, little monkey man, do your thing. If he isn't wore out from his warm-up back here, the kid's got to ride. He's won 12,300. 10 of that was in a first-place win. I'm tired. I want to say so many things about him. You brag on him, didn't he?
He's done a lot to brag on, just what we've seen of him so far. This particular bull right here, he rode for 79 or 80 points at the Denver event. Made a real nice bull ride. Tried to pull him out over the front end. He bowed up, arched his back, poked his chest out there, went on the road.
Sean, isn't he built perfect to ride bulls? Isn't he body style, size, and everything to ride?
Look at that bicep right there. He is built perfect. He's strong. He's very athletic. You know, he exudes personality. He's psycho.
Look who's helping him on the outside. There's the all-time world champion, Charlie Sampson, right there helping him.
Yeah, one of the founders of Bull Riders Only, this whole industry that we're in now. Terrific guys. Been helping a lot of these kids, these baby skaters, bringing them along, helping them rodeo, helping them win some money. And boy, that's the kind of help we need. You got to get help from the best if you want to be the best.
Okay, Jace, do your thing. Wilson Rodeo Company. Edgar Wilson is probably one of the most humble, yet to be recognized rodeo producers that own some of the greatest bulls in the world, and you just say, the up and nope, and yeah, he's a nice calf. This man owns and takes care of his animals as good as we do our own family, and I mean he loves them and they buck.
Him and his son Wade do a terrific job, and we want to wish Edgar well. He just got out of the hospital, had his gallbladder removed, and he's recovering nicely. He's not here tonight, but Wade's handling the show for him.
Wade'll do it. Edgar can get better. Hang on. JC right the yellow rail. No! Top heavy for as small as he is.
I'll tell you what happened right there is that bull just flat tricked him. That bull went to the right with him in Denver,
hurt him
right
too.
to left, away from his hand tonight.
Hurt him too. Jammed his head down in his body. I guarantee you what, that vest won't save your neck. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to come back with more with an 87 of lead and 81 at the bottom. This is the second round of the Wrangler Tour for Bull Riders Only in Casper. You think you like it? Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. Hang on, we're driving up the dirt in Wyoming. Take your time, Dr. Skip and Dr. Brown. There's the best. He's in good hands. We'll be back in a minute with more. Welcome back, everybody. Bob Tallman here with Dennis Humphrey and Shaw Sullivan. I want to talk to you about a great day, and I mean the day, all afternoon for Bull Riders Only at Tacoma, Washington. Then a barbecue and then a dance. It's kind of like a small country fair. You want to join us with your families at the Tacoma Dome. We're going to start in the morning, have a good time, want to meet everybody. After the bull ride, and we're going to have a barbecue and sit down and chaw with you. And then we're going to go to the dance and do a little toe tapping and hug mom. I want you to bring the kids, bring the family, bring grandma and grandpa. Come to Tacoma. Now, Josh O'Byrne, Animas, New Mexico, the happy cat after the first round. Happy to be back in this round. And what you've got to watch right here is the bull they call the Bear. 99's his number. Boy, wouldn't he like to be that on score behind that Coors banner.
I think he'd really go for 99, wouldn't he?
Wilson again, Wilson again. Hop, skip, good start, bad go. Now he's got him low. Bull, give him the advantage, Dennis.
Yeah, the way Josh rides, he should fit this bull better than most guys do. He really rides the front end, stays down a lot anyway. This bull tends to rear guys back, gets them out of time.
And he's strong in the bottom half of his body. This kid's got a thigh on him, looks like a wrestler.
Oh, yeah, you know, he's way out over that bull. That bull is, you know, about his basic trip, really. Jumps and kicks, goes around the circle there, and about the basic score on him, 75 points.
All right, 75 will hold him in there after a 77. Ladies and gentlemen, this hurt us a minute ago to see this young man hit as hard as he did. You can see the pain in his face. Dr. Brown and Dr. Skip Ross from the Trauma Center in Cheyenne, Wyoming are right here with him. Drove his back, and I'm sure that it coupled some vertebrae down through there. Now, the man that's taking a look at him right now is a trauma surgeon along with Dr. Skip. What happened right here, and I've had a broken back, so I know what it's like to take that kind of rip. Folded him up. He's a little short coupled guy anyway, and that just ripped him on the twist. This could be serious. Son, I hope you are okay. I know that's gotta hurt. Oh, man. Gentlemen, let's go to Cody. It's time to put Hart back in the business. He's at $4,000 for Bull Riders Only. He could use 14. Denny, what are we gonna do with this calf?
Yeah, here's a bull that's really a handful. Art Wong will go around on him at San Francisco event. Hopefully he's gonna fit Cody pretty well. He's probably gonna go away from his hand, tight circle around there.
Here he is, come to the left. He's got to go away. He's in big trouble. Flips his heels on a straight ahead jump.
Boy, the bullfighter's trying to get up there, and he may have got kicked on the way down, but You know, once you get a guy hurt, it starts maybe momentum starts going against you a little bit. That's a bad wreck that J.C. Woodward took, and Cody Hart was in a bad wreck himself.
Well, I don't like to say that if we start with the wreck and agree with you, but Donnie Sparks is on the ground out there, and I mean, he took a kicking. You watch him right here. He comes in from the offside, trying to reach over to get him. When Chapman comes around to take to the bull sees him, drops his head to come to the inside, and reaches and gets him with a toe. That is a bad kick to take like that.
Yeah, and you can see it was Donnie who got him unhung there. He reached up there and got a piece of that loose tail there and jerked it out of there and got him freed up.
Well, one of the twins that have been the world champions on the Wrangler Tour across the country is bullfighters from Fort Worth, Texas. These kids are good. They are good. But, oh, I don't care how good you are. Nobody takes a kicking like that. Here's the ranch kid. He come back here to the booth in between the first and second rounds and said, I got to ride another one. Barrett Swahila. He's the Big Bull 437 from Big Bend Rodeo Company. What are we going to do now, Danny? This is a bad dude to have to get in trouble on.
Yeah, this bull right here is a borderline third round bull right here.
Yeah. Come here, double up. Now, wait for his hand.
Oh, it looks like Sammy's going to go ahead and get him rode there, too. Got it rounded real good, had a good seat on him.
I've said it 4 or 5 times in our tour with this young man. He is not lucky. He's won $11,000, but he's done it in chunks and pieces. He's never had a big win, and he deserves one. It's not going to fit tonight.
Well, the big chunk came for him in Denton, Texas, but, you know, right here, as Dennis said, it looks like he's got him handled, and he gets sitting back just a little bit and starts losing the battle and doesn't get out over the front end quite enough, get around the corner. And
that's bucked off, man.
Cost him.
I mean, airplaned him out of there. Justin Blankenship. Now, the Baby Brigade, when it comes to the bull riders, is next ready to go. Stoddard at the top at an 87. Terry Don in with an 83. JC in with an 82. You've got to be 80 to beat somebody, but we'll take those 70s if that's all it takes to qualify out of this round for the third one. Justin Blankenship. Gentlemen, when you've got a young man with an opportunity just to make his career start from Wild City, Montana, he did go in the first round. Look at this cat. Fire, number 70, rewind, this time from the flying fly.
Yeah, this bull was just what Mike Corey told me was. This is a nice spinner, kind of cut out there at the end, but Justin don't care because just a whistle's going to get into that short goat.
That's what he needed. I think he's made it. Yeah, he's happy. What a big, good-looking kid with a nice smile, huh? Good boy.
Made a good little recovery, too, there. He gets when those bulls going into his hand here. He gets kind of sitting back on his pockets a little bit. He gets to cut in the corner and kind of going behind his head a little bit to make the corner, which is a real bad deal if that bull to jump out of it and go back the other way. But right here, look at this. Gets back out over him and sits back up again.
Well, LeFew, you said it right. You've learned that, too. I like that. Excellent, excellent.
LeFew Jr.
Yeah,
that's what they call me now.
You've taught us well, Gary. I like it. Well, put him in there, guys. 79. All right, behind the Wrangler banner, it's Mark Ward. I'm talking about the red-head bull. This is a handful of pink candy.
Yeah, Mark never had a prayer getting around the corner there. The way that bull kind of just jumped away from him, didn't kick much there, got him sitting back, and never had a clue to get around the corner.
Well, we don't give clues. We just give checks when you ride for 8. Johnny McDonald, the man behind the scenes that brings us his arena, and a bull man as well. He's talking to him, Quentin Lowry, the man from High River. 3 High River boys in here tonight. One of them is in the leading position right now. One of them is out. And Quentin, you need to ride this bull. Jersey Joe, punch on him, punch on him. Set up your back.
Well, here's another bull making his bro debut that's really highly touted for Mike Corey there.
Nice cap. Only problem is, remember, he tried to jump out of the pen today while we were doing some other shooting out here, and I guarantee you what, if you give him a chance to jump, he'll be in the crowd. Quentin Lowry showed up at Ogden early this year and showed us what he could do. He's one of the many Lowry boys from Alberta. 76 points are going to put him in there. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got 6 as far as my calculations go from my statistician, Bob Edson. We're at an 87 top, 76 the bottom. We'll be back in a minute with more. Welcome back, everybody, to the third and final round in Casper. A sellout house tonight, and they're doing the wave. They're about to tear the house down. Let's talk about the original tour scoreboard and our qualifiers. Justin Blankenship and the speckled bird at the top, the Canadian Quentin Lowry. New Mexico's Joshua Byrne, J.C. Sanders, Tony Kirk, and here it is! Rick Wakefield and the ain't no great Farmington. Shaw, he just had rode El Wapo and that other rank cat, and then this bull throws him off.
Boy, he's gotten on 3 really ranked animals, and he don't look like he's much of a happy camper here. I told you, I feel like Godzilla if I'd rode the 2 bulls that he got just to get here. Maybe he was just a little bit worn out, but you know what? Farmington had a heck of a day.
And that was a real good trip for Farmington. He gets so much rare and drop, and he's so big, he's just really got the tug on again.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Joshua Burns going to get another shot at it right now, and quickly. They took little J.C. Woodard to the hospital. I wish I could give you a better shot at it, but they're worried that he might have some compacted vertebrae in there. Could be his neck or his shoulder. He was conscious and in good shape with a wink in his eye when he left here, but the kid is hurt. We'll let you know as soon as we possibly can if this podcast is over. Now, what I want to talk about at the broadcast booth, Dennis, Shaw, I, and Bob Ensign, my statistician, are having a problem trying to figure out who's going to win what and who's going to place. They're talking about Tyrell. Can you ride him? We're talking about 2 out of 7 might qualify. I'm not going to get in the argument. I'm just going to tell you that this man started at the age of 24. He's 28. He's done something totally different than anybody else. From Manatee, New Mexico. This is his first big year with us on the tour, if you really think about it. So, where are you going to place a guy that's so good in such a short period of time that starts so late in life? And he has really got a shot here tonight to win $10,000. If he rides this bull, it's rideable and you throw everybody else off.
Yeah, it's hard to figure a guy when he starts that late in the game, but you know, he's really come a long way in a short period of time. And Tyrell has carried a Clint Bronx pay window in Ogden, Utah. Gilbert Carrillo got bucked off earlier in the year. He's a handful.
He's a handful. He did give him an under double back to the right. Oh, man, did he bring him down.
Yeah, if we see this again, that Josh got around it pretty good, almost got pulled over the front, and he pulled him back. Now
watch his right foot. Right here.
As his foot comes out, but then he nearly recovers one time, but he never gets quite back where he needs to be again.
Dennis, I'm going to say this after the fact, in hindsight's 20/20, but he was over there against the fence near that Bailey sign, holding his spur. I think the spur shank might have bent or broke. His spur did not hold in him because you could see he had his toe turned out. That's the way it works. Faulty equipment, it can happen. Bucked him off. We are 2 for 2 for the Bulls. Let's go. Let's go to Justin Blankenship. One of the things that I want to remind you of, when you're in Casper, Wyoming, folks, there's only one place to go. The Western Market, Corral West. They've got it all. They're open to 6 every night during the weekdays. Wrangler, Drover, Justin, Tony Lama, many, many more. Corral West. They're good friends of ours, and they'll become great family friends of yours. This is a Chevy truck, all-star bull. He's the bird, he's speckled, and he has got his own style of doing things. Justin Blankenship is one of the baby brigade, just one of the boys, but this bull is a veteran.
Yeah, well, Justin really showed us some stuff through the first couple of rounds tonight. This bull outwardly appears like one you want to have. He's going to turn back and spin both ways. However, only 1 out of 5 times a month.
I don't like that when your voice goes up like that and you're trying to tell me something. I'm going to bet on this kid. He has already heroed out twice tonight, so his hands in the air to a sellout crowd. Casper, it's not going to work that time. I'll tell you what, boys, that ripped him off. Broken egg in him right there. That hurt. That hurt.
It looked like he may have thought that bull was going the other direction, and he got down over there just a little bit and kind of hung on, and then when he went back the other way, it was a chili flip.
Well, it's 3 for the Bulls, 0 for the Cowboys. We got a pair of deuces yet to go. Don't anybody move. We're at Bull Riders only for the Wrangler Tour in Casper, Wyoming. Blankenship took a bad kick right off the end of that. We'll be back in a minute with more. Bull Riders only. We're trying for $10,000. Who's going to win the money tonight? Justin, you'll be all right. I'm going to be there, and I want you to join with my family and yours and come to Tucson. We will have some sunshine, play a little golf during the day, but when the sun goes down on a Saturday night, the 10th of June, we're going inside to the Tucson Convention Center. You and your family is going to join us and ours, and we're going to ride some bulls. We've had a small problem of 7 sellouts in a row, so when we get to the number 8 tour stop for Bull Riders only, don't be one of those that gets turned away at the door. Get your tickets in advance. Call those numbers. The Canadian from High River, Quentin Lowry. This is Bobby from the Big Bend Rodeo Company. Bull not named after me because I never looked like that at any point in my career.
Yeah, this bull can't be named after you. He gets his bet every time we see him, Bob.
Oh, Bobby, do your thing. All good men named Robert. It's an easy one to spell. Forwards or backwards. Take it. That's a cheap shot. That's a cheap shot.
Wow, Ridley won out 3 times for 86 points. He's a bull out of the 10 here. It's one that you want to get on for the final round.
Yes, yes. Come on, Everybody wants their moment. Put him on the mantelpiece, gentlemen. He can stand on his front legs. They'll bronze him if he keeps that up.
Jumping and kicking out there good, and then he had a monster rear end when he went to turn back out there.
We have a term about a bull jumping through his rear end, and you can label it any way you want to, but right here, that pulled the cork out of Ezra Brooks with no problem. I mean, broke the bottle and splashed it against the wall. Good day, Canadians. We're now 4-0 for the Bulls. Somebody's got a ride. I got $10,000 to give away, and a former $10,000 winner. The man is in the lead for the $1 million run. Can he do it? Can he do it? J.C. Sanders. Ladies and gentlemen, when I talk about the $1 million Triple Crown, you got to ride 3 at the particular places where J.C. Sanders won the first one. Well, we went to Tucson, and we're going to Tucson, and we're going to Tacoma. Remember, that's the day when we're going to have the barbecue and the dance. And then San Francisco, after we went there for the first time at the Cow Palace this spring, they said, you got to do it again. So the 5th of August. So the 4th and 5th, it's a Friday and a Saturday. You got to come. You got to be there at the Cow Palace on Geneva Avenue. Salt Lake City has always been the place where we've had great luck. Anaheim, Southern California, St. Paul, Minnesota, Wichita, Kansas. If you need any more information or tickets, give us a call at our pro office at 800. Doesn't cost you a dime. 536-BULL. Easy to remember, 2855. I hope you'll come and see us. Everybody else in the world is J.C. Sanders, West Haven, Utah, K9, Dogface, and Handicap Rider Chevrolet.
I'm afraid we may have a clash of styles.
I'm afraid so, too. You knew that was coming. Ladies and gentlemen, now what is he? 9 and what?
That makes him 13-0.
Oh, come on, guys. Are you sure?
Yeah, he owns the streak for the longest undefeated streak in Bull Riders only history. But didn't say clash of styles. Here's a guy who has tendency right back on his pockets. Here's a bull who's got a lot of rear, and if you're not getting out over meeting that front end, you're gonna have a lot of problems.
Well, the dashboard got him in the K9 kennel. Oh, he owns every dog in town. Look at this. He's wide, he's big, he's good. He is a Limousin Bremer Cross, and if you like raising those kind of bulls, call me. I'll buy a truckload of them. Goodbye, buckaroos. We're going to try it again. 2 to go. 2 to go. 5 in a row. We're down. Somebody's still got a shot at 10,000. Welcome back, everybody. Who's at the guns? Who's in the OK Corral? Well, it's West and Stoddard. Tony West and how about Terry West, Terry Don West, and Tony Stoddard. Now, think about this, the 24th of June. I mentioned it earlier. I'm serious. We're going to have an afternoon bull ride. Then we're going to have a barbecue. Then we're going to have a dance. I said, we. That means you join us with your families. Join us in Tacoma. It's going to be a great day in the beautiful Northwest in the middle of June. Absolutely great weather. This is the man, Terry Don West, and this is Viper, a Chevrolet All-Star Bull. Okay, Shaw. So you're the CEO. This is the $100,000 man. He's passed it tonight by $256. Let's go for another 10,000.
I'm voting on Terry Don. This is a good bucking bull here. I'm not gonna vote on him very long. Not off the hard way. It's all up to Tony Stoddard now.
Ladies and gentlemen, 10 times in Bull Riders history, we have paid off $10,000 to a one-time rider. We've had 10, we've had 9, we've had 8. Tonight we've got 7. 10 times it's happened. What happened to Terry Don, Dennis?
This bull is just a big, strong bull. You see he keeps jumping away. Doesn't kick up a lot, never helps him out a lot. Just moves away from him, Faked one round, front round to the right. Jumps ahead, reared him way back there. That's definitely not where Terry Don does his best stuff.
Well, you don't do your best stuff when you're trying with 2 hands, and when he turned loose, then he takes the hip. This nearly could break a man's neck. Look at his body balance. He is trying to get his head up, lands on his knees hard. He has had some serious rib injuries, and that hurts when you cave in the center point of your body like that. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you what you're hearing in the house right now, they know that this kid right here, Tony Stoddard, has got a shot to do it all. Tony Stoddard could be the young hero. Tony Stoddard could do a lot of things. I'm not going to go. You go. Just ride, Tony. Ride it.
No. Overtime.
Overtime. 7 in a row down. 7 in a row down. Somebody call an alarm.
Yeah, what we got here, we got an overtime round now. All these 7 guys get over.
These 7 guys get overs. We got to do it again. We got to do it again. Hang on, everybody. Don't anybody move. Can they do it again? That is the question. Can they do it again? We are going to try. Hang on. Bull riding fans, this is the ultimate in a sporting event to come back. Double time, overtime. Do it again. 7 boys on the ground. 7 boys, 7 new bulls are going to come back. Blankenship and tic-tac-toe. Quentin Lowry spotted John. Josh will try right on down the list. Here it is from Quentin Lowry from High River, Alabama. Well, now, that means we've got 8-0 out of the third into the fourth round. This does not happen. It does not happen in bull riders only. 10 times we paid $10,000 to one man that made it work. It's not going to work for the Canadian from High River. We thought we'd seen it all in the third round. Back in the fourth with J.C. Sanders of West Haven, Utah. School time, 44. Dennis Big Ben's got him a handful.
Yeah, the start out here is real important for JC. This bull's really going to buck out of there. It's been known to maybe hit himself right out of it. Go around to the left, and he's probably going to jump out of that spin.
He's got troubles now. He's trying to get out. The bull him in the gate. They're trying to let him out. Get reset, retake, re-rack, re-go. Go, do it. Go for ride.
Get around there.
Go, go. Yes, yes. Somebody's going to get the money. J.C. Sanders. Here's the man at the start of the triple crown. He's going to try $1 million. He's going to try $10,000.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close. It might have been just a little bit short, but it's going to be real close. It's going to be up to the watch on this one.
Okay, a second-generation champion from Utah. Virtually nobody knew who he was in 1993 and 4. 95 brings him in. Bull Riders only puts him in a 90-point ride. 90 points. He's rode Big Ben. School time and the first man to qualify. If nobody else rides, 10,000 more. The Baby Brigade with Justin Blankenship from Miles City, Montana. XXX, tic-tac-toe, flying by.
This is a Canadian native that come down the States to try his luck. He really comes highly touted. His first pro event, Mike Corey really speaks high of him.
Chevrolet, do it. I mean, it's an all-star shot. Go on.
Well, I tell you what, Justin Blankenship, you know, this isn't it for the first time, and then to have to come from the first round to the final round, get bucked up in the final round, go to overtime. He's getting on 4 bulls here. This has got to be kind of a little bit of a culture shock.
Well, a culture shock, not because he's a Canadian living in Miles City, Montana. You live in Miles City, Montana, that's a culture shock for anybody. I don't think you can shock this kid. Get out of there. Get out of there. This big whale wants to buy. Charlie Van Cross. Come on, Justin. You can be a hero first time on the block. Hey, 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 this kid's gonna go. Maybe, maybe, maybe.
Close. Here's another one that's going to really depend on the marking of that watch in the judge's hands.
You know, a guy's got to finish that right like he starts it. It looked to me like he thought he might have had the whole thing triggered and then wanted to just going to sit on his pockets and take his money, but he didn't get a shot at it this time.
Let me bring you up to speed. This is the fourth round, not the third round. In the third round, 7 guys, the 7 you want to know. John only bucked them off. Carries on left. Spinning Pigeons and batting Pigeons. Here it is for right safety. He crossed the $100,000 mark tonight. Come on, let's get another one going. Yes, we got picks for everybody.
Yeah, Terry Dawson's going to be dog glad to get some of the money here. They're not going to ride 4 out of these 7. He's going to win at least a couple $1,000, and he did it relatively easy there.
Well, there's Michelle. She said, thank you, Lord. He's safe, and he's here. $100,256 coming into this. 81 points puts him in the number 2 spot. Another check in a guaranteed second as of now, but it ain't over. We just about wore ourselves out. We're going to go with a 9 round one. Talking about John Gilbert from Andes, New Mexico. And at 28, a 4-year rookie. Ho, ho, ho. Look at here, look at here, look at here. It's little John on the flying line. Can you get him?
I don't think Josh can stand the prosperity right there. He's seeing money signs going off in his head as he's riding. Couldn't quite keep up the pace. The bull just worn down.
You're really serious about that? That happens.
I think that was happening to Josh. He got around there real great.
Bucked him off, bucked him off. It's Wakefield and Stoddard yet to go. Wakefield and Stoddard. There's a snake in the grass for the man from High River. Kirk Wakefield's about to get on 21 Cobra from the Sankey Rodeo Company. Now just remember, it's he and Tony Stoddard trying to catch up to a 90 and an 81.
What a night he's had. I mean, you get on a bull like 11 El Wapo, big eliminator. The bull he got in the second round was terrible as well. 100 Farmington. This guy has got to be worn out.
Not worn out, it's just getting warmed up. Everybody got to ride another one. Look at here. I don't care if he's worn out or not. Give this kid a hand. Give him a bronze. Give him a trophy. Give him a check for trying. Undoubtedly endurable. That's Kirk Wakefield.
That's a lot of bulls to get on in one night period and a lot of really ranked, twisty, tricky moves right there.
In his home country of Casper, not far from Cheyenne, this is Tony Stoddard. Things are coming up roses with number 402, Rosie from the Big Red Rodeo Company. Can he be 91, Dennis? Come on.
This guy, we're going to have a great trip. They're having a good trip. Trying to keep up the pace.
He's there. He's running.
He made the whistle.
Wyoming is going to be ecstatic in here tonight. He's happy and he's tired at the same time. Now, he is tired, Shaw.
Boy, he's tired. You know, these guys have to get on that extra round. That overtime's going to be hard on him. 7.7 seconds. He is not going to make it.
Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, they said he didn't make it. I'll be back with J.C. Sanders for his second $10,000 win in the 95 season of Bull Riders Only. Terry Don West is going to get a check. He passed the 100,000. We'll be back.
What a night at the sold-out Casper Event Center. What a bull ride and what a final round. What a ride on 44 Skull Time. J.C. Sanders, second win of the season.
It's great. Can't really describe how good it feels. Bull bucked real good for me. It kind of about got out of the gate. He leaned against the latch, about kicked it open. He just spun there into my hand real good. Got around there, he kind of jerked me down there at one time, and I just kept hustling, and things worked out great.
Roper ride of the night, $10,000 check, 44 Skull Times, fourth win of the season. Triple Crown winner right here, first leg. Things are looking good in Casper. Back to the boys in the booth.
You promised me that we'd be easy on the boys tonight. Boy, they brought the buckers.
Yeah, they brought the buckers. Some of the boys rode. JC prevailed. The baby brigade rules for the time being. Bull Riders Only. The kid's hot.
Well, let's check it out right now and see who's really got all the money won. J.C. Sanders at 11,275. Terry Don crossed the $100,000 mark. Tony Stoddard and Kirk Wakefield went to the north with a little money. Terry Don's at 26,458 for the year on the original Coors scoreboard. J.C., Johnny, Dax, and J.C. That's the way it is. The Wrangler Bull Riders Only Series has been brought to you by Chevy Truck, our official truck that we drive. By Award Design Metal, the official buckle of the Wrangler Bull Riders Only Series. Shirts provided by Roper Apparel. Next time out, we're going to the Southwest in Tucson, Arizona. Join us for our next Wrangler Bull Riders Only, the one that you, the fan, have made the #1 bull riding show in America. For Dennis Humphrey and Shaw Sullivan, this is Bob Tolman. You know, the guys that put the pro in bro crunch time.